can have your training program that you enjoy doing every week, but if your nutrition isn't dialed in, you're leaving massive gains on the table. The problem is, most lifters either complicate nutrition or oversimplify it to the point where it becomes ineffective. Nutrition for strength training and bodybuilding isn't just about eating more protein, though that's important. It's about understanding how to fuel performance, optimize recovery, and manipulate your body composition based on your specific goals. We're covering the fundamentals that actually matter. Why nutrition is your secret weapon. Protein requirements, how to approach bulking and cutting intelligently, and practical eating strategies that make everything easier. Nutrition isn't just about supporting your workouts. It's about maximizing what happens between your workouts. That's where the actual muscle building and strength gains occur. When you train, you're creating a stimulus for adaptation. But without proper nutrition, that stimulus goes nowhere. It's like planting seeds, but never watering them. Proper nutrition serves three critical functions for lifters: providing energy for high quality training sessions, supplying the raw materials for muscle growth, and recovery and adaptation. Without adequate nutrition, you'll experience decreased training performance, slower recovery between sessions, suboptimal muscle growth, and increased risk of injury and burnout. The good news is that nutrition for lifters doesn't need to be complicated. Get the fundamentals right consistently, and you'll see dramatic improvements in both performance and physique development. Think of nutrition as the foundation of your training pyramid. Without a solid base, everything else becomes unstable. Protein is the most important macronutrient for lifters. For strength training and muscle building, research consistently shows that 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight is optimal. This range provides maximum muscle protein synthesis without wasting money on excess protein your body can't use. So, if you weigh 154 pounds or 70 kg, you're looking at around 123 to 184 grams of protein daily. This seems like a lot at first, but it's achievable with planning. Timing matters, but not as much as total daily intake. Aim to distribute your protein across 3 meals, with roughly 40 to 50 grams per meal. This keeps muscle protein synthesis elevated throughout the day. Quality sources include lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, and plant-based options like beans and quinoa. Don't overcomplicate it. Variety ensures you get all the essential amino acids. Post-workout protein is beneficial but not magical. Having 20 to 30 grams within a few hours of training is sufficient. The idea that you have to have a 30-minute anabolic window straight after working out is outdated. If you're struggling to hit your protein targets, supplements can help, but they shouldn't replace whole foods. Protein powder is convenient, but chicken, fish, and eggs should be your main sources of protein. Now let's look at bulking and cutting fundamentals. Understanding bulking and cutting phases is crucial for long-term physique development. These aren't just about eating more or less. They're strategic approaches to body composition change. A bulk is a planned period where you eat in a caloric surplus to maximize muscle growth. The key word here is planned. Random overeating isn't bulking. Aim for a surplus of 2 to 500 calories above maintenance. This provides enough energy for muscle growth without excessive fat gain. Aggressive bulks lead to unnecessary fat accumulation. During a bulk, prioritize protein intake, train with progressive overload, and accept that some fat gain is normal and necessary. You can't build significant muscle without some fat gain. A cut is a planned caloric deficit to reduce body fat while preserving as much muscle as possible. The goal is to reveal the muscle you built during your bulk. Aim for a deficit of 300 to 700 calories below maintenance. Start on the smaller side of around 200 to 300. If you start too aggressive with your cut, you're going to find yourself hungry in a couple of weeks, eat more, and just gain the weight back again. These bulking and cutting phases take time, so be patient with it. Weigh yourself daily and reassess your calorie intake as you go, a couple of weeks at a time. Don't overlook maintenance phases between bulks and cuts. These periods allow your metabolism to normalize and give you a psychological break from aggressive dieting. Spend around 2 to 4 months at maintenance between your bulking and cutting phases. This makes your next bulk or cut more effective and sustainable. When you eat can be almost as important as what you eat, especially for optimizing performance and body composition. A great eating pattern I use to stay lean is intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting can work for lifters, but it's not magic. It's simply a tool for controlling caloric intake and may offer some metabolic benefits. This is also known as the 16-8 method, which is 16 hours of fasting with an 8-hour window of eating time. You can still get adequate protein and calories within the eating window. However, if this makes it difficult to get enough protein or calories for your goals, don't force it. Meal timing is far less important than total daily nutrition. For a pre-workout meal, you can eat carbohydrates 1 to 2 hours before training. This provides readily available energy without causing digestive issues. However, some people don't like to eat anything before training, so this depends on what you prefer. For post-workout, combine protein and carbohydrates within a few hours. Aimed for 3 to 4 substantial meals rather than constant snacking. This allows for better portion control and more satisfying eating experiences. Each meal should contain protein, vegetables, and sufficient calories to keep you satisfied for 3 to 4 hours. Another simple eating strategy I use is called the vegetable first strategy. Start each meal with eating your vegetables first. This increases fiber intake, improves satiety, and ensures you get micronutrients before filling up on other foods. After vegetables, focus on your protein source. This ensures you prioritize the most important macronutrient for muscle building and satiety. By the time you get to your carbohydrates and fats, you've already secured your most important nutritional needs. This natural progression helps with portion control and ensures balanced nutrition. This isn't about restriction, it's about optimization. You still eat everything you need, just in a more strategic order. Nutrition for lifters doesn't need to be complicated, but it does need to be consistent. Focus on adequate protein, appropriate calories for your goals, and eating patterns you can maintain long term. Remember, the best nutrition plan is the one you'll actually follow. Start with these fundamentals, be consistent for several weeks, then make adjustments based on your results and preferences. What nutrition strategy are you going to implement first? Let me know in the comments. And if this was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more practical fitness content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.